We are back in the 207 kitchen here at O-Main Studios. I am with Molly Ritzo. She kind of a cool thing going on here. She's the owner of two sister restaurants. It's Jones Landing, which is on Peaks Island, and also the Barn at Old Smith Farm, which is in Falmouth. What are we making today?
So this is a lemon blueberry mascarpone tart.
Yum.
And it's actually very easy. It whips up pretty quickly. So I've already made this crust, but this is going to be very similar to a pie crust.
Okay.
So I start with a cup of buckwheat flour.
Interesting.
I use the buckwheat a lot at the farm because of just like the health benefits of it, and it's very nutritious, gluten-free. So I sneak it in all over the place.
Okay.
So this is what we went with here, but you can use whatever flour you like. Almond flour would be really tasty. You can use regular traditional flour.
Yep.
So whatever works there. And it's basically a pie dough, other than you add a little bit of sugar to it, so like maybe a quarter cup of sugar as you're mixing it.
Okay.
And then in this particular one, because it's a lemon blueberry, there is lemon zest in here as well, but it's always good with orange zest.
All right. All
So
kinds of stuff.
what we do is just go ahead and with the buckwheat crust, you can't really mess it up, and you don't roll
good
it.
to know.
It doesn't get like overworked or anything like that. So you just like press it in. It's not very sophisticated. Just so we get that. And then, okay, so this would get put in, evened out, popped in the oven for about 20 minutes at like 400 degrees till it becomes a little bit golden.
And then we're looking at something like this?
And then this is
Switch,
the upside
yeah.
down. So we flipped it over onto the plate, and now this is a little shell here. So in the meantime, in here I've got the blueberries simmering for a blueberry sauce, and this is going to be cooked down. It's like a cup of blueberries and probably about a cup of water.
Okay.
And we're just going to sift some sugar and cornstarch in. And I would say about a half cup of sugar and like a quarter cup of cornstarch. And you just want to sift and whisk so that it doesn't clump, and you just get this cruising along. So this will thicken up very quickly in about like 3 to 5 minutes of just like stirring and
Quick.
So we're going to shut this off for now because I have the blueberry sauce over there. And quickly in here, we're just going to do our blend of the mascarpone and softened cream cheese. And it's about a cup of each into the kitchen mixer. And if you can, use the paddle. That is a good alternative, but you can certainly whisk as well if you like by hand if you want to. So I do a little bit of vanilla in there and a little sugar, probably a quarter cup. You don't want it like overly sweet.
Yep.
And then the cream cheese goes in. You want to make sure this is at room temperature so it doesn't get clumpy.
Okay.
So I give it a really good whip. The vanilla is really crucial to the flavor here. You're going to want to make sure you don't forget that. So then you just go ahead and start filling the crust.
There you go.
Now, the only big key to this is that you want to make sure everything is totally cool. So like the crust has to be totally cool before this mixture goes in. And then it also has to be totally cool before the blueberry sauce hits it. So what I do is get the crust going, pop it in the oven, get my blueberry sauce going. It's very fast, like that would be done already. I would put that right in the freezer, keep stirring it. So this should all be able to come back together in about half an hour. It's like extremely fast. So
Very quick.
Once that is done, we top it with our blueberry sauce, and we have a finished product here.
Look at that.
Really tasty. I did some toasted almonds over the top. You can do any type of preserve with it, so it's really good with like a strawberry or apricot, anything like that, any other type of nut.
It looks like the perfect summer treat.
Yes,
I'll tell you that.
Really delicious.
It looks so good. We're going to have the recipe, instructions, all of that right in the 207 section of our website and our app. Thanks so much for showing us
Absolutely.
how to
Thanks
make
for having
this.
us. This was fun.
And we'll be right back.